Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Lone for Cards and we are going to play some little craps here. I'm going to go through the basics on this game and what to do, what not to do when you're at the live craps table at a casino in Vegas, Reno, Atlantic City, wherever you're going to play craps. And I'm just going to show you the basic bets and what I will bet on and how I would bet and just the general basics on stuff like that. If you already know the basics, then this video is not for you, but at least you're gonna watch me play, so that'd be good. All right, so what we're gonna do is basically the point. We're 7'd out, so it's starting over again, and we do have $100 bankroll here, as you can see in the lower left hand corner. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bet $5 on the pass line, and depending on what the casinos you go to, minimum bet is usually $5. But if you go into Vegas and you go on the weekends, you'll most likely gonna find $10 tables. Unless you go to downtown, the Fremont Street area in Las Vegas, you can find some $5 table there. If you go to Reno, there's a lot of $5 tables you can find. Unless in the weekends, they usually bump it up to 10 because they want, there's a lot of people, so they want the action. But you can find a lot of $5 minimum bet craps table. So don't be scared. Hopefully you can watch this video and you get some confidence. A lot of people that want to play craps for the first time, they're scared. The best thing to do is you should learn what you need to do, so that way when you're there you don't feel completely new of how to play. And dealers will help you out, other people might help you out, but it's more helpful if you understand the basics and what you're supposed to do. So basically what I'm going to do is bet $5 here, and this is the first roll. The first roll come out, and you see the off button here is if you get a 7 or 11 you win on the pass line. If you get a 2, 3 or 12 you lose on the first roll. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll the first roll, and we're going to establish a point. So the point is 10 right now, so our goal right now is to get a 10, and the only way we lose after we get a point is a 7. Okay, so craps players are very superstitious, so you never want to say the word 7 anytime throughout the whole craps time when you're playing there. There's a lot of new people that come up, so, oh, how do you lose? And then they try to explain to you, and you're in the middle of a game, and the dealer says, you have to get a 7 to lose. It's sort of like superstitious. So, I sort of discourage, I see that happening a lot of time, and I'm not superstitious myself, but it just, you just get that wrong feeling vibe that you get. All right, so basically the 10 is the number. We're going to have a pass line here. So what we're going to do is we're going to double the bet. A lot of times at the casinos, there's going to be a 3, 4, 5 odds. If you see the 3 times, 4 times, 5 times odds on a craps table, that means you can bet triple or quadruple or triple. What's a 5 times? 5 times a bet, meaning the 4 and the 10 you can bet 3 times. The 5 and the 9 you can bet 4 times, and the 6 and the 8 you can bet 5 times. Now there's other casinos that'll give you a 10 times odds or 5 times odds all the way across, and then some casinos might just do 2 times all the way across. Like this craps table is only 2 times, so you're going to bet twice the amount. All right, so what I also like to do is when I do get a point is I like to play the inside numbers. So if you say inside, that means it's the 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Those are the inside numbers. Okay, so since we're only starting with $100, and our bankroll is minimum. A lot of people start with only $100. I just like to play. I like to play the 6 and the 8. So you want to do is you want to bet. So it's called placing your bets, right? So you want to place $6 on a minimum $5 table. You place $6 on a 6 and the 8, which pays you 7 to 6. So if you bet $6, you're gonna win $7. Okay, so that dollar is extra crucial, right? Because if you bet $5, because they don't pay you by the quarter, they're gonna pay you $5. Okay, so for this table, you want to bet $6 to get $7. Okay, the 5 and the 9, you get paid. If you bet $5, you win $7. If you bet on the 4, you bet $5, you get $9 back. Okay, so that's our point. So our point is to get a 9 to 7. So that's how you lose real quick. Okay, so we're gonna start again. Get another pass line. Okay, so point is 5. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna double our bet. We're gonna place a 6 and an 8. Get $1 each. And roll. All right, so we got an 8. So a lot of times, what I like to do is I like to press, meaning whatever money that I win, I like to put it to add on to it. So if I won $7 from my $6 bet on 8, I would pay another $6 on the 8 and keep the dollar. So you're keeping a dollar and you're pressing $6. That's called pressing. So you have to know, so learn this terminology. Another bet is a field bet that you can bet, which is a one-time roll. So if you get a 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, or 12, it's a one roll, and if you hit those numbers, you get paid. If you don't, you lose. A lot of times I do not like to play this unless I cover the 5, 6, and 8, and you play this, and that way you have all the numbers. But that's a little bit more of an advanced technique that I'll show you later on, maybe in another video. But let's just go from there. We're gonna try to get a 5, 6, or 8. This time we didn't press it because we want to collect one. So like that, we got 2. We would have got 2 times, so we would have got $10 paid out from the field bet. All right, so we got an 8 again. So since we got an 8 twice, I'm gonna press the 6. I'm gonna cross bet it because, you know, sometimes I like to, if I hit an 8, I like to go for another number so I have a better chance of winning. Or even that, I like to place another number like a 9, maybe a 10 or 4. But usually I stick to the 5, 6, 8, or 9 number. All right, so 5. We got the win, and I didn't tell you that the odds on the pass line odds is one of the best odds you can get on the craps table. You always want to do is try to max your odds as possible. So for that, you would be getting paid instead of getting paid. Instead of getting paid 5 to 7 or 7 to 5 on the place bet on a pass line on a 5, you get 3 to 2. So you get 3 to 2 of your bet. So if you bet $10, you can get $15 back. Okay, so let's do it again. Let's go pass line again. Okay, so 12 is one of those numbers that we don't want. 2, 3, and 12 is the numbers we do not want.
The point is 6.
Okay, so the number is 6. So we're gonna do is double this bet, and we sort of, oh man, okay, I don't know how to take this off. Oh shoot, I'm just keep on clicking. Lows. Yeah, I don't know how to. There's no remove bet. There we go. Okay, remove bet. There we go. Okay, so what? Remove bet. Okay, so since we already got a 6 in the odds, we want to remove this bet, and then I want to place a bet of 5. So we have 5, 6, and 8. So any 5, 6, and 8 combos, we're gonna win. Now, hard ways. This is not a one-time bet, but if you bet on, say, a 6. You're gonna get paid. If you get a 3-3, that's called the hard ways. 3-3, you get 9 to 1. But if you hit a 4-2 or a 5-1, that's called the easy way. You'll lose this bet. So this bet only gets paid if you get a 6-6, and you lose by getting a 4-2, 5-1, or a 7. Any other numbers, you don't lose this bet. Okay, so we're gonna bet this one on the 6. That's sometimes I like to bet that to to root for your 6, so you can get extra money for that bet. All right, so we got 5 again, right? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna press the 8. All right, 7. So that's how we lose again. All right, so let's try it again. We're gonna go for another bet here.
The point is 6.
All right, 6. We're gonna double this. I'm gonna place the 5 and the 9, and we're gonna place the 6. All right, and there's also this bet here. It's called the one-time bet, the horn bet. If you bet the horn, covers all this number, but you need at least $4. Okay, so if you want to bet on the snake eyes, it's going to be 30 to 1. If you want to bet on the ace deuce, it's going to be 15 to 1. If you want to bet on the it's called box cars or midnight 6-6 is 30 to 1, and then the yo is a terminology for 11. It's 15 to 1. If you want to bet the horn to cover all these 4 bets, you can bet $4, which is going to pretty much betting 1 at a time. Also, there's a bet called the NE7, which is $1. So you get a 4 to 1. So it's a 1 roll bet. As you can see, it's a 1 roll bet, and that's for you to get a 7 in the next roll. And you usually do this if you're playing the don't pass, which I am not going to cover this one. I'm just going to cover the pass line on this video because I don't want to get it too long. This is just a basic tutorial of how to play. Also, you can bet on the any craps here. It's any craps C and the 11 right here. So C is the any craps. So if you get a 2, 3, or 12 on one roll, on the next roll you get 7 to 1. So if you don't want to pay $1 for any of these, for these three here, you can just bet $1 here and then get 7 to 1. So you're covering all three bets for 1. So that's some of the bets that people like to do, which I don't recommend. This a lot of times, doing this is just for fun. If you're trying to win and just play off it, it's not a smart thing to do.
9,
Okay, let's go to 9 here.
easy, 10,
All right, so we didn't bet the right amount of odds on this. We're gonna make sure we bet $6 there.
easy, 4, easy, 8,
All right, so we got an 8. We collect once. So the key is to
4,
collect as much numbers you can get and put it into your bank, and then whatever else you win, you can press it, add it, place another bet, so that way you can
6,
sort of build up your bankroll on the craps. Craps is very streaky sometimes,
the point is 8,
so you want to collect when you can. And if you're on a losing streak, you sort of want to lower your bets. If you're on a hotter streak, you sort of want to bet a little bit more. And we're also gonna get a hard 8 here.
easy, 10, easy, 6,
All right, we got a 6 again. So again, $6 pays $7. So we got $7 from that roll.
hard, 10,
There's a hard 10 that would have paid 7 to 1 if we got a hard 10 bet.
hard,
Hard 8, there we go. We got a hard 8 bet. So our total winnings on that was 42. Subtract the pass line bet that we had, $15, and then plus the dollar that we had there. So it's a good little profit there that we made.
the point is 6,
All right, so what we're gonna do is now we're gonna try to cover more bets. And then hard 6, and then we're gonna cover the 9 now. So now what I want to try to do is I want to try to get on a hot roll, and I want to cover whatever number we hit, we collect. We're gonna put it on the 4 and the 10. That way we get all the numbers that possible on the field.
easy, 8,
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the $6 back on the 8, and then we're gonna choose, say, the 10.
easy,
All right, so we got a 6-point pass. All right.
the point is 5,
All right, so we're gonna get the 5 out of there. We're gonna place a 6. Again, our same strategies just come in. Since it's a 5, there's no hardware bets or anything like that.
yo 11,
Yo 11, that would have paid on the field or the yo bet.
easy, 6,
All right, so we got a 6. We're gonna cover the 4 now.
easy, 10,
All right, we're gonna collect one time.
9,
Okay, 9. Okay, now we're in the positive now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna press the 6.
9,
Okay, 9. We're gonna press the 8. Oops. There we go. We get 12.
easy, 8,
All right, so 8. Okay, at this point, you want to keep, since your bankroll's only starting from $100, and you don't want to get too crazy and keep on pressing, using your profits of your $6 or $7 or $9 that you're collecting from each roll. Sometimes you just want to collect it and hold on to it, and once you start getting more money, then maybe the every other one you might press, or not, not press fully, but add to another bet. So right now we're just gonna hold on to that. We're gonna wait for the next roll.
ups, 2, easy,
So we got 4, so we won $9 there because the 4 pays 5 to 9 or 9 to 5. So since we won extra dollars, so we're gonna do is we're gonna press the 6. I think I have a feeling on the 6. So we're gonna do increments of 6. So you want to do is bet 18.
hard, 8,
Hard 8s. So what we're just gonna do is we're gonna make the same bet.
9,
Okay, so that was every other one. So we're gonna do is we're gonna bet on the 8 now.
yo 11,
Yo 11, that would pay the field bet and the horn bet there.
7,
7, and that's how you lose it all right there. So you had all that money out there, you play craps and you're like, oh man, all the money's there. It's like, oh man, that sort of sucks, things like that. So Now I'm going to show you another strategies that I play. This might be better for starting with a lesser stack, like saying from $100. The way I did it is a good way to play. I like to play this way a lot of times when I have a little bit more of a bankroll because you're sort of more covering more bets with less amount of money. This is called the Iron Cross.
You'll love it.
I'll show you exactly what the Iron Cross is once we get a point number.
The point is
Okay, 9 is actually a perfect number that we can do it on. Alright, so we're going to do is max our odds. We're going to place the 5, 6, 8. And then we're going to place the money on the field. So right now, just because this is the online version, that minimum bid is $1. I would normally start this like this, which is what I would sort of suggest to do. All right. So the reason why I did that is $10 here, $12 here, $12 here, and $5 on the field bet. So you're pretty much covering all the numbers. You're covering 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only number you can lose on the next roll is literally the 7. Okay, the 7 is the only number they're going to lose. But the thing about this is that your payout is going to be a little bit less, right? So you're going to be guaranteed at least $5. $5 on the next roll is going to be your minimum payout. Okay, so if we get a 2, you're going to get paid $10. If you get a 3, you're going to get paid $5. If you get a 4, you get paid $5. If you get a 5, you're going to get paid 14 minus 5. Okay, so 14 minus, you're going to get $9 back. So 12, you get paid. If you hit a 12, you get $14 back. Okay, so you get $14, but you lose your field bet of $5. So you get $9. Okay, so this one again, you win $9. If you hit a 9, it's gonna be better. You're gonna win $5 plus your pass line $5, and you're gonna get $15 back there. Okay, so 10, you're gonna win $10. I mean $5. 11, you're gonna get $5. 12, you're gonna win $10. So minimum you can possibly win on the Iron Cross is $5. And the only way you lose is if you get a 7. Okay, that makes sense. And the only way you want to do this is you want to double this bet, 5, 6, 8, and the field of 5. Here we go. So we got that cleared out. Let's see how we do on the Iron Cross.
5.
Okay, so 5. So you can see we won $24. Okay, so minus the 15, $9 profit. Okay, everyone got that? Okay. All right, so when do we bet this again? Bet this again. $10. There you go.
Easy 8.
Easy 8. There you go. 26. So 26, 12 minus 12. That's 14 minus 5. That's $9. And this is a grind, right? So if you do this, if you bet like this, and plus you don't even have to bet this part, right? You don't even have to bet if you're waiting for the shooter to roll. You don't have to bet the pass line. So this is the bet that you don't have to bet. You can just place here and just bet these right here, like this bet here. So this total bet here is going to be $39. So you're betting $39 here on a roll. If you're starting with $100, that's like almost half 40% of your bankroll right there if you have $100. But you just have to do this bet, get 4 times
12.
and get like a get a 12,
7.
and then that's how you lose it. Okay, so that is how we do it. We started with $100, we ended up with 165, so $65 profit, and we tried the different type of strategies that we can use. There's a lot more different strategies you can do, but I would recommend if you are going to a craps table, you know your odds of how to bet. So just make sure the increments of $5. These are going to be increments of $6 and 6 and 8. Don't be that guy just comes in, just puts $5 on the field, thinking that the field bet is good. To be honest, the field bet by itself is a terrible bet. It's one of the worst bets in craps, besides the one-time bets. Well, this kind of one-time, the horn bets, right? Because people look at it this way, they're like, oh, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey, I got 7 numbers that I have for the next roll. It sounds like my odds are good. No, your odds are not good. Your odds are not. Your odds are against you. You're 5, 6, 8. Getting a 5, 6, 8, and 7. Those four numbers against your 7 numbers. It's the odds is way less. Okay, so it's way less. It's tremendously less. So don't be that person just betting the field just to play craps. And I know a lot of people do bet this and they do make a lot of money. They get lucky. It happens all the time. But you know, when I see people do that at the craps table, and I teach people how to do the bets and how to, you know, maximize your bets and things like that. You know, I always let them know, hey, you know, letting you know that field bet is not a good bet. You know, especially if you're just betting it by itself. If you have the 5, 6, 8 number, and you betting the field, okay, you know, you got your numbers covered. It's all good. But just betting this by itself is such a bad thing. All right, so that's it for this video. You know, let me know in the comments, what do you think about it? I'm gonna make another video about the don't pass, of how to do the other strategies of how to bet the don't pass. I call it a Darth Vader. I want to say it's probably the better bet to do, but it's the boring way to do it, I guess you can say. It's a more safer way, but I don't like to do it. But if you want to see a video on doing don't pass, send me a message, comment about it. You want to know more about craps, let me know, give me comments. I've been playing craps all my life for a very long time, so I know how things are and how it goes. All right, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like. I do poker vlogs, I do slot machine vlogs. If you like the casino side, and also I like to do sports cards, MMA, baseball cards, all the other cool stuff. So send me a like, hit the subscribe button, and catch you guys later. Peace out.